They're off in the Florida Derby. And it's Jack Tripp who goes out to the front. Materiality's got speed too, and it's a knockout. And Upstart are close up to the pace as well. Upstart is a little bit wide, 3 deep into that first turn. It's a knockout, comes to the outside, and going out farther into the track, or my point exactly, along with Clement. Down toward the inside, it's Amy's Flatter. Indian Audie's off the pace, and Decabrist is last of them all. So Jack Tripp will lead the field to the backstretch with Materiality second through an opening quarter mile in 23 and 4/5 seconds. Upstart is third to the outside of the top 2, just a length off the lead. Then my point exactly, Clement. It's a knockout, is in behind them, in a bit of traffic there, and just to the inside of Amy's Flatter. Indian Audie is next, and Decabrist trails the field. Materiality sticks his neck in front of Jack Tripp with 5 furlongs to go. Now Jack Tripp counters, and they're basically on even terms after a 48 and 1/2 mile. And Upstart has been sitting just to the outside of the top 2 throughout here. He's had a perfect stalking trip, and they've got a 1/2 mile to go. And now Materiality and Upstart take over, and Jack Tripp gives way. Clement is next. It's a knockout, is under a ride. He's beginning to move in company with Amy's Flatter, but they're 7 lengths behind Materiality and Upstart. They've gone 3 quarters in 1:12 and 2. Materiality and Upstart will come to the top of the stretch, 7 lengths in front of Amy's Flatter. It's a knockout, not going with them. Then Jack Tripp on the inside. It is a match race at the top of the stretch in the Florida Derby. And as they turn for home, it's Materiality on the inside, grimly holding off Upstart. Materiality and Upstart, and they're 7 lengths ahead of Amy's Flatter down to the 16th pole. Materiality's got the lead. Materiality is putting away Upstart, and Materiality is undefeated. He has won the Florida Derby. Upstart was second, then it was Amy's Flatter, followed by It's a Knockout in 4th, and Decabrist was 5th.
Well, good morning, guys. Welcome to Through the Horse's Mouth this morning. From the Horse's Mouth, sorry. I've been looking at some past performance sheets all morning, kind of a little tired already. But anyways, Thursday, September 17th, we got quite a few good tracks racing today. We have, let's see here. We're going to be having Albuquerque, Arlington, Belmont, Belterra, Charlestown, Churchill Downs, Finger Lakes, Gulfstream, Indiana, Lost Owl, Louisiana Downs, Penn National, Presque Isle, Remington, and those are the tracks that are going to be racing today. On Derby Lotto, we are going to have the early pick 5 for Belmont. That's going to be races 1 through 5. The midday is going to be at Belmont, races 6 through 9. And that's going to be a pick 4. And the other pick 4 is going to be Lost Owl. Okay. The pick 5 at Gulfstream, the early bird, is going to be an estimated jackpot of $200,000. Their late pick 4 is going to be $250,000, and the evening for the Lost Owl is going to be estimated $300,000. Good morning, Trina. Thank you for joining. But the thing of it is that I am doing Belmont picks. I got them done. I'm getting ready to send out the emails. If you guys are interested in purchasing Belmont, please let me know. They're only $5. I take PayPal, and you can pay by PayPal on my Match Racing Picks Facebook page. With the early bird in the midday at Belmont. Belmont is going to be a very, very so far, it looked like to me it was going to be a tough day. I mean, the past few days when I've been doing Belmont, I haven't been doing that bad, but I could also do better. I've always noticed that 3 out of my 4 horses would come in, but the thing of it is that some of the favorites that I had are the wrong favorites that do come in. So I've been really paying attention and going back into my picks and reading to see what are different between the horses that win and the ones that I did have. And I really don't see much difference. I mean, there's a lot of times that are different, but I'm trying to pick the ones that are up in class, that raced really good, just to get a very good payout. But also, just to let you guys know, Gulfstream, I'm going to do Gulfstream today. But if I don't have anybody that's very interested in Gulfstream, I might not do it. But Gulfstream today is going to be very sloppy. It's going to be very sloppy. If you guys remember during Parks, I think it was yesterday or the day before yesterday. Remember all them long shots coming in at Parks, and they were during the claiming races. And remember what I told you about claiming races this time of the year when sales go on. The owners are going to possibly put, the horses in smaller races for their horse to look a lot better, and they will win a lot easier. Well, at Parks, that was the situation with all these long shots. But I do see some of them coming in at Belmont today. Gulfstream might have a couple of them as well. But like I said, Gulfstream is going to be very sloppy. You guys definitely need to pay attention to see which one is the mudders. 3 out of 4 right is excellent. Yeah, Trina, I mean, that's good, but the thing of it is that always the horse that I missed came in 3rd place or 2nd place, and it just screwed everything up. I had, if, like, for instance, if I do my picks 1, 2, 3, 4, and my slash in number 5, I would get that number 5 horse to come in 2nd or 3rd, but a lot of people really just go with my picks with 1, 2, 3, and 4 if one of them didn't scratch. But it just screwed me up. I mean, that's why I tell people, I said, if you ever get my picks or if ever you use my picks, move them around if you have enough bankroll, or whatever. If you like this horse better than this horse, but I do have this horse, in 5th, but if you like him to come in 2nd or 3rd or 4th or 1st or whatever, change it around. I'm just giving you the top 5 horses that I like, and I'm trying to put it in a row to make it easier for you guys. But at Belmont, for the past few days, it's not been working out for me at all. It's been kind of sour. I mean, I've had a couple decent hits, but nothing really too big. But I mean, it's always tough. It's always tough. But I see another viewer that came in. Welcome. If you have any questions whatsoever, you can write down a question and send it to me, and I will definitely answer it. But I will be on DJ today throwing some numbers out, and if I throw numbers out, please play them. A lot of people always guess around my numbers, and then when they find out and see that I do hit, they're like, oh, good hit, good pick or whatever. Well, that's fine, but if you play them, I mean, you'd win money. But if you don't, you won't win money. But yesterday, one of the biggest hits that I did yesterday was like $287 or something, and it was like a trifecta. I forget what track it was. But James, good morning. Thanks for joining, brother. I hope everything's well. Oh, James, DJ Derby Jackpot's having that $25 giveaway again. It says, like, post your favorite, post the kind of pet you would purchase or something. I definitely do hope that you guys would be able to like my comment, and if you guys do a comment, I'll like it as well. I pretty much like every single body's comment on the on that post, but a lot of people don't like your comment back. But oh well. That's hopefully today will be a lot better, Trina. Hopefully today will be a lot better. Yesterday and the day before, but of course you know how Belmont is. You know how these bigger tracks are. I mean, they're very, very tough within the first week. Opening week, opening day, they're always tough. It's just stuff you just need to realize, and the weather's starting to change. You know, you need to really understand how these horses race during the wintertime as well. Thanks, James. I do appreciate it. But in other news, instead of horse racing, I like to make a shout out to my son. He is a sophomore this year. UCF sent my wife an email saying that he was accepted for UCF to start taking his college courses starting the end of January this year. And he is only a sophomore. So by the time that he graduates high school, he could possibly already have an associate's degree through UCF before he even graduates. So he'll be taking his college classes just to take his, to get ready and everything, to take his SATs or whatever they take these days, for him to be able to take his type of subject or the career he wants to go. But hey, welcome. Thanks for joining us. But yeah, I mean, that's some big news. That's some big news. I mean, he's very, very smart. I mean, he's coding, he's working on computers, he does all kinds of stuff. I mean, I don't know if he's going to do anything towards computers, but with Matthew, the sky's the limit. He'll do anything and everything that is so hard just to say that he's done it. But yeah, that is great. Hey, we're doing good. Thanks for joining us. But yeah, for the people that just joined us, I just wanted to let you guys know that Gulfstream is going to be slopped today. You definitely need to have a mutter today. It started raining really, really bad yesterday, and it's still raining. So, of course, you know how Florida weather is, but that's what I was told. So I think we'll just go ahead and start handicapping races that shows mutters. But anyways, back over here at DJ. DJ's been doing a lot of updates lately. Yeah, Trina, that's very exciting. That's very exciting. We are so much proud of him. But I mean, he's only a sophomore in high school, and for him to be accepted for that, I mean, that's crazy. But anyways, there's a new Derby bot on chat. It tells you the highest winner on that any of the horses that race. Like for instance, this next race is at Wakefield at the UK, and this Michael L won $254 with Riptide, the number 4 horse, and it even tells you the year. Cool little feature. I mean, it really does help out a lot of handicappers. But for instance, if somebody don't really know how to handicap a race, it gives them an idea who they could probably pick maybe. But as a handicapper point of view, I like to see how long the race is, what race he did do, what race he won, or won the money on. That's, of course, you would go to the past performance sheet and just go ahead and look and see what race it went off and look at the date and scroll on down and see what kind of race, what kind of field, what kind of track, and see if he's close enough to be in the same length or the same class or whatever. And that'll give you a better idea into what you want to do. But yeah, there is a lot of tracks today. There is a lot of tracks today. Don't forget, tonight is one of my friends' talk show. It's called Pass the Buck. I will go ahead and send a link out to everybody to look and check it out. I think his show starts like at 8 o'clock or 8:30. But it's a pretty interesting show. It's all about horse racing. He has very, very good people on the show. I think last week he had Mike Smith and a few other people. This week he's going to have a few other new people that's going to be on the show as well. But they just talk about horse racing, and he's up from New York. But it's very, very interesting and very cool to listen to. I think his show's like 2 hours long. There you go, people. From the horse's mouth right there. James wrote, at Golden Gate, the jockey and trainer are also an important factor to consider. For example, Russell Bays and Jerry, whatever, frequently work together and they all win. But most definitely, you guys do need to look at the jockey and trainer, team up, or also the owner as well. But don't forget, guys, like I did also say, just to remind you, this time of the year, a lot of horses are going to be getting sold, and mainly during the claiming races, you're going to have them long shots that are going to be coming in to win, because these people are going to make these horses look a lot better than they are if they raced against their own class. Like, for instance, if you have a horse that is 30-1 and won a $5,000 claiming race, I'm sorry, a 30 or 40 or on up to an $85,000 claiming race, and they're going to jump him down to a $5,000 claiming race. They're going to try to make him win a lot easier to make an easier sale. You guys definitely need to look at that, and those usually happen between Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. You guys need to look at that. Like, for instance, today is Thursday. There's a couple of them today. Hold on a second. Saturday, Thursday. Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. I'm sorry, my bad. Those are the days. Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. Maybe sometimes Saturdays, but you'll have more claiming races with them types of horses this time of the year with the sales going on. That's just an inside tip. A lot of you guys already know that, but if you do not know, you do know now. But that is a crucial tip that you guys definitely need to know, because it's like starting to be fall time. All these sales are going on. One of my really good friends sold 2 of his horses. He's actually getting ready to buy another one, but he sold the one that's been winning. The other one was winning really well as well, but he kept the one that he bought last year, but he's getting ready to buy another yearling. So there's a lot of things that you need to look at. And the thing of it is that if you go part of a syndicate, or if you help people purchase horses or whatever, it's going to be very, very tough. I mean, to me, it's a big gamble, because the only thing that you guys really have to look at is a pedigree. The only thing you have to look at is the pedigree, pretty much. That's all you got. So if you're going to throw $1.6 million down on a horse, like for instance at Keeneland, like it did a couple days ago, and the only thing that you had to look at was the pedigree, that's a lot of money, you know. But the thing of it is, there was a horse back in 1997, I believe. I think somebody purchased him for like $6.3 million, and he didn't even break his maiden. I mean, it's crazy. I don't understand. I mean, there's a lot of money, you know, going around in horse racing. But, I mean, if you really look at it, $6 million for a 2-year-old horse, you know, that you don't even know if he's going to win or not or run, that's a big gamble, you know. But of course, guys, I mean, the only thing you have is your pedigree, you know. But, I mean, a lot of the people these days do have the money. They do have a lot of sponsorships. Hold on one second, guys. I am actually looking at some of these things. That is so cool. All right, guys. Like I said, I'm really not staying on here long enough. I do thank you very much. I mean, it would be a lot better if I did have more people on the show, and also if somebody wanted to come and join and talk. But like I said, guys, I am planning on going to have weekend shows like on a Saturday, maybe like 7 or 8 o'clock at night. But also, if you guys don't know James, he does have a podcast. It is very, very cool. I try to listen to it as much as I can. If you're not friends with James on Facebook, he could probably go ahead and share the stuff on. I could probably go ahead and try to find the links and stuff to his show, and I'll share it to Facebook. You guys definitely need to check his show out because them guys on that show are great. Very, very good show to listen to. What's the difference between Scotland tracks and American tracks? That's what somebody's asking. Oh my goodness. But guys, I'm getting off here. Nothing really happening. I just wanted to let you guys know about School of Talk. There you go. That's the link, schooloftalk.net. Thanks, James. Trina, if you're still on here, that's a pretty cool show. Listen to it if you do have time. James is one of my good friends. He lives out in California. But I really do enjoy listening to their show. Very good. But anytime, James, anytime. I do, you know me for a long time. Whatever it takes to spread the word to help you guys out, I'm always there. That's the one thing about me. I try to get a whole bunch of friends on Facebook to like the people I recommend to them. And I've got numerous of letters from people saying thanks to me. And, I mean, that's the way how you get your foot in the door and stuff like that. But, I mean, of course, people won't like your, thing on Facebook all the time, but hey, you're always there, and people do send you letters and say, hey, thanks for doing this. It makes you feel good. But anyways, yeah, James, most definitely. Keep me posted when you guys are going to do a show. I forget how often you guys do a show. So I can keep on going back and checking it out, because every time I want to listen to your show, I'm always late for your podcast. But just send me just send me a message on Facebook, James, whenever you guys do plan on having it, or you guys put it on your Facebook, and I'll definitely listen to it. James, when is it on again? Trina wants to know so she can listen to it. Yeah, on Derby Jackpot, I'd like to say thank you very much for all the people that did like my comment. I won the $25 again today. I already threw it away on a horse that decided not to run. But, of course, you get that all the time. So hopefully, I did another comment today, so hopefully you guys will go and like it again for the people that never heard earlier. But Trina, watch out for my email. I will go ahead and send you my picks. I send Trina my picks all the time. I'll tell you guys right now. I mean, because she really doesn't play with real money. She plays with practice money. And I usually try to give the people that really don't play with real money an opportunity and just practice. That's what I do. But yeah, I don't have that Periscope. And James, just to let you know, we probably need to find a different way for me to try to be on your show, even if it means to call in or something like that. Because I looked at Skype, and I think that's what you said the other day. But I'm not going to. I don't really want to pay money just to be on Skype to get minutes to be able to talk. I mean, if I needed to, I can. But if there's another way for me to do it, that would be greatly appreciated. And just to let you know there, James, Oktoberfest came out down here in Florida, and I already got some. And that's some of my favorite. Oh, okay. Skype through the computer. I'll definitely do that. But I can't do that through my iPhone. Yeah, Trina, most definitely. You're more than welcome. I know that you always like to go on there and play the horses, and of course, you play the practice, and I do not hold nothing against nobody with that at all. But that's the reason why I do like to send you an emails for some picks. Just for you to have fun and follow along and go from that. You could Skype free through the computer, okay? But all right, guys, I do appreciate it. I'm going to go ahead and cut off here. I definitely do want to look at Gulfstream a little bit closer, and also I need to send my emails out for the Belmont picks. But like I said, guys, I really, really do appreciate everything you guys do, sticking with me from day one. Oh, okay, cool. Thanks, James. Thanks for the heads up. I will definitely do that. Yeah, when I downloaded it on my iPhone and even went on the computer, it said, oh, it's to buy, 10 cents a minute or 10 cents something. I forget what it was. But anyways, I'll definitely look into that. And once I get that connected, give me your guys' information and, for people to follow or something like that. Well, that's good, Trina. Keep on definitely practicing. That's what the practice money is for. I mean, it's not scared money or regular money. You definitely can go in there and practice and do what you guys need to do. But don't forget, I mean, it's crucial. I mean, I understand you guys have been picking very, very good lately, by some people's picks on the site. But during the wintertime, I'm just letting you guys know it is going to be a lot different. It is going to be starting to cool down. Miss T. Brooks, good morning. Good morning, good morning. I haven't talked to you in forever. I hope you had a great time at the casino. Did you win a lot of money? T, I was telling all these people about Belmont lately. These past few days at Belmont have been pretty sour. Pretty much all out of four of my horses been coming in, but in the wrong order. It's been getting very, very, it's been really messing me up lately. I was telling them, the 3 out of the 4 horses, I usually get them in, but the one horse that I call in doesn't come in. But it's something stupid. It's the other favorite that I don't pick. But I mean, it's just for some reason with Belmont, the first 6 races I do good on, but the last 4 races it just turns into crap. I mean, it's been rough. Belmont's a rough track, especially opening time. But I don't know the situation. I mean, it's just been rough. Belmont's a hard track, period. The only thing I could do is try to look at all the horses' classes, their times, the distances they've been running. Of course, the thing of it is with a lot of tracks, turf tracks are the hardest to pick. You need to really pick your horses. For your info, for a tip, I'll give you a tip. When you have a turf track race, okay, I try not to pick out the fastest horse out of the gate. I mean, he might be a closer. He might, break really, really fast and then hold back a little bit and close out. I mean, that's a good horse right there, if it was for dirt. What you need for a good turf track horse is that if he breaks out halfway decent, I mean, he can't really be last, but if he's a good mid-track, if he's a good mid-track horse and he has good closing speed, I'll go ahead and pick that horse before anybody else, because turf tracks are a lot harder than dirt tracks. And there is, if you really go back and look, I mean, there's really not that many wire-to-wire winners, on turf track like there is on dirt. But, just keep an eye on it and stuff like that, and always, understand the claiming races this time of the year with horses being sold. You're going to have these long shots that are going to come in like everybody else. That's awesome. That's awesome. T, I'm thinking about doing Gulfstream today. I definitely need to try to get some extra money because I want to play. I'm glad that they got PayPal. If you guys need my PayPal address, just go on my Match Racing Picks Facebook page, and I already have it linked at the very, very top. Just click on it and put how much you want to put in it. But if you're going to do anything for me, do it as personal. Don't do it as goods or anything else. Just do it personal, because if you don't do it on personal, I will not get that until for 14 days. But if anybody plans on donating or helping me out with picks or whatever, if you do a payment, do it underneath personal. Don't do it underneath goods and stuff. Then I need to wait for 14 days for it to go through. But T, that was a very, very good hit. Congrats. You guys that are on here, T, I don't know if you know James or not. James is one of my really good friends. He really does a good job handicapping Golden Gate Fields. He is from California. He does a talk show as well, School of Talk, and there's pretty much all of his links right there for Twitter and for his talk show. And he's also on Google+. I do recommend him for Golden Gate. He is very, very good. Me and him always talk on chat all the time on Facebook amongst each other with Golden Gate, and he whips my ass. I'll be truthful with you. He whips my ass. I mean, he's very, very good. That's his home track. But if you guys want Golden Gate Fields from me, that's cool. But I would get Golden Gate Fields from him as well, because two people's picks are better than only one person's picks, because you could definitely look and see what numbers that each other have, and you could just go through there. But most definitely, James, thanks for posting that. Everybody does need to keep note on that. I am on today, so I will take. Cool. On that note, I am going to head off. It is, what time is it? It's 11:41. Let me see what time Gulfstream starts. Oh, T, I forgot to tell you, Gulfstream is going to start in 2 hours. That will give me enough time to do Gulfstream. There's 10 races, big fields. It's going to take me a little time for me to do this because it is full of mud. It is full of mud at Gulfstream. That's what I was told, you know, but I definitely wish everybody the best of luck today. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you very much for sticking with me this whole time. It is greatly appreciated. Tampa's coming around the corner. I told you guys I need more likes on my Match Racing Picks page on Facebook. If I get up to 500, I'm going to do a giveaway for a 93-day meet of picks. Okay, that's a lot of racing. I'm doing it for $175. I mean, that's crazy. I mean, do 5 times 93 and see what you end up with. I mean, that's like $400 and some for the the whole season. I know people that's selling them for like $250, but I'm just going to sell them for $175, and that's 93 days of racing. For instance, it probably won't happen, but if Tampa does cancel maybe 1 day or 2 days, 3 days, or whatever, that day that Tampa does race, I will give you a different track in its place so you guys won't be left out, and you guys won't be left out of that money that you paid. Just to be fair with you guys. But till then, I do appreciate everything, and if you need anything else from me, you could definitely give me a call. You know my phone number. It's on my Match Racing Picks Facebook site. Send me a message. Send me an email. But like I said, thanks for everything, and I want you all to have a great day, and definitely get hot and stay hot and win some money. And go on Derby Jackpot's Facebook page. Scroll down until you see my comment underneath where my dog is and like my comment, and I'll definitely try to win that extra $25 for tomorrow. But thank you very much, and thanks for listening. And until then, I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Thanks.